Hello, everyone. My name is Mar, and welcome to the Opposite Mind podcast. I was laying down in bed last night trying to fall asleep, I guess as one does. And I was thinking, one of those nights when I couldn't fall asleep, and I was thinking about spirituality. I've been learning a lot about that. And a little bit of backstory. I guess I was born and raised Seventh-day Adventist, right? And I never felt like that was, I guess, my faith or my calling. Like I didn't feel what others felt. I guess I was in the search for something more me, I guess, more fulfilling. And I came across spirituality by chance, right? I was at an internship and I had to do the internship in order to graduate, right? Kind of like those things where I feel like you're forced to do things just because you need to graduate, right? Not the internship itself. I mean, like working for free. Like if you don't do it, then you don't get to graduate. So you have to actually find one, whether you agree with it or no. Well, when I first encountered this internship, I was a little apprehensive because it was spirituality. And growing up Seventh-day Adventist, what we call secular church, right? There were little things that were like considered a no-no, like meditation and tarot cards and because God is a jealous God and you can't believe in nothing else, right? So you're not allowed to question it or doubt, right? So I was thinking last night about spirituality, right? Not in relation to church, but just in general and all the stories I have heard. I was also into ND, which is like near-death experience, and a lot of things click with me. Like it was appealing, right? It's nice to believe that we never die, our soul never dies, right? And we come to this earth for experience. Because I was always wonder, like, what about those people that have a really bad, miserable life, right? Or they die young. Like, is that the only life they get? So it's nice to know that we will come back to learn more things, right? That we don't transcend until we're done learning, I guess. Something like that, to that nature. And then that led me to near-death experiences, right? And the stories of this beautiful plane, this beautiful area where it's like ever loving and all you feel is love, and it sounds so wonderful and warm, right? To learn that when we die, our other place is home. No, this life full of misery and pain, running in chaos. That when we die, we go to an ever-loving place. That sounds wonderful, right? However, I have also learned or heard stories where some individuals have hellish type events, right? Where they don't go straight to this loving place, but they go through a place where it's fearful, it's fear and pain, right? And they encounter other beings, right? Just to name an example, not of a being that I remember from the stories, but like, let's say Hitler, right? Adolf Hitler, right? And he goes to this place, right? If we come here for experience, and yes, some do go overboard with their experience, and they deviate from the path that they were supposed to be taking. And the Creator or God is ever loving and forgives everything you have done. How come they end up in those hellish places? Some people have said that all you had to do is call on Jesus or call on the Creator to come and rescue you. However, I feel like, if we made a mistake, like if my kid made a mistake, right? And they are so remorseful that they don't feel like they deserve our grace, right, as our kids, I would still go get my kid, understanding that, yeah, because supposedly the creator feels what we feels, right? What we feel. The creator sees how we feel inside, or the regrets, or the pain, or the shame that we feel, right? How come the creator, Jesus, doesn't come get him automatically, right? These are just questions that I was thinking about last night when I was laying in bed. The point of this video is not to diminish any bad anybody has ever done, right? It's just to, I guess, gather more understanding when it comes to the spiritual realm and the spiritual beliefs. Because the way I understand it is people interpret what they have seen in NDEs according to their life experience, right? To their understanding. So if any of you have any input, I do have tons of questions that I would like to ask. So I'm going to create this channel as a way for me to ask all these questions. Growing up in a secular church where I didn't feel like, where I felt, I guess I should say, that something was missing. I guess I'm going to use this opportunity to ask all the questions that I have, especially when I watch other people's videos and I have questions and I don't like to write them down in the comment. I'm gonna use this opportunity to ask here, so feel free to put your input or put any comments you might like, or see if we can further this learning experience. So I'll see you guys down in the comment below. Bye guys.